It's the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs. So 2 down. And now the first baseman, Dennis DeBrew, looking to bring the hitting streak up to 30 games. Maybe some... To the warning track, to the wall, and touch them all. It's a home run. That's gotta feel good. That is 9 homers this series. And that's how they take the lead. It's 1-0. One gone, runner at first. Stepping to the plate for Memphis, Mike Antico. At the belt, kicks and delivers. Liner snagged at first. One of those plays that just goes to show that not everything is within your control on the baseball field. Batter did everything right and still didn't get the hit. Sometimes that's how it goes. Welcome back to Memphis, top of the 4th inning. And the leadoff hitter aboard. Settling in at the plate for the Iron Pigs, Ethan Wilson. Ratchet throws to first. Back in safe, really close. Two and one now. Runner on the go. Swing and a high fly to left. Levinson settles under it. And there's one down. Runner at first with one gone. Up next, the switch-hitting third baseman, Antonio Anderson. Runner on the go. Swing, soft line drive. Throw to first in time. Now a chance for the right fielder, number 9. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Runner takes off for third. Now a flare off the bat. Swallows it up. That's out number 3.
Hey, no one better.
Next up for the Iron Pigs, Dennis DeBrew. So far, his solo homer earlier in this ballgame represents the entire scoring output from both teams. Really shows how good the pitching has been in this one. Out to center, Antico has this one sized up. That's out number 2. Well, the rain's still a factor here, and the umpires may have their hand forced sooner than later. At a certain point, it becomes a question of player safety. Tying run waits at the plate. Oh, what a great play. Gathers and throws. Nicely done for the out. Starting to run out of outs as they're... So up next, Dennis DeBrew. He's already homered in this ballgame. Bashes this one to deep left center. It bangs off the wall. He turns and heads for second. Safe at second with a double, third hit of the afternoon. And he continues this huge game, even if that one did stay in the yard. What a performance. 2 away and a runner in scoring position here. Coming up to the dish for Lehigh Valley, Ethan Wilson. Runner takes off for third. Soft contact in the air. Nice grab. One hit. DeBrew was just terrific for them in the win. A 3-hit performance. Dennis DeBrew looking to... So 2 down. And now, Dennis DeBrew. On fire at the dish lately. More than 3 hits per game over this last stretch. This one lifted to center field. And that's the end of the inning. Digging in at the dish for the Bulls, Angel Martinez. And the pitch.
One.
And there's a hit. Coming to the plate. The tag and safe. We're tied at 1. He's already 2 for 2 with a single and a double and moseying right along to set up a chance at the cycle. And now the first baseman, Dennis DeBrew. Swinging a high fly ball, sailing towards left center field, pretty deep, and that one is out of here. A solo blast. And that's how they take the lead. It's now 2-1. That's a good job to be aggressive in the box after watching him closely on the mound. Once you've got his timing down, it's a lot easier to give a strong, confident swing. Aiden Smith will hit next. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Tying run in scoring position. And that's a base hit. Headed for the plate. Scores easily. Now the tag at second, and he's out trying to stretch it into a double. 2 outs, base is empty. DeBrew, he's already homered in this ball game. That's a base hit. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. Runner on the move, in the dirt. And no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. Runner goes again. Pops this one up. Murray. And that's the 3rd out. 1 hit. Man on at first. And here's the first baseman, Dennis DeBrew. He's already gone yard in this game. And there's a hit. Throw back in quickly. 1st and 2nd now with nobody out. Nice job to knock that one back up the middle for a base hit. That's exactly the kind of approach you love to see at this level. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Aiden Miller. 1-2 pitch. There goes the runner. That one ripped out to left. It's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. 1 runs in. Another run scores. To second, but way too late. Safe there. Well, that's a big at-bat coming through in the clutch to drive in a pair. Got out in front, but didn't allow the risk. Dennis DeBrew with a... And now the first baseman, Dennis DeBrew. There's a buzz in the stadium every time up lately with the hitting streak growing.
Hey, need you right now. Here we go.
Cranked out to right center. And that one looks like it'll be trouble. Full extension, makes the catch. Terrific play on the dive, and you know the team is fired up after that one. Always nice to see your teammate putting everything on the line. 1st and 2nd, 1 away. Here's the center fielder, Aiden Smith. That's a hit. Runner around 3rd. Safe. It's 2-zip. Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Nice compact bat path on that swing and a great rip into center field. Liners like that one. Oh, and now this one's high and deep. Way back there, has a chance. Gone. An absolutely titanic shot. Home run number 30 on the year, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 5-4. A very efficient homer in this spot. Got a juicy offering on the first pitch and didn't miss. This one is labeled. It's carrying. Snags it on the warning track. Runner tags and will move up to third. So after he moved up on the tag, we'll see if they can pay it off and bring him in to score. A lot of ways they can plate this run now. 1 out and 2 on. And next, the cleanup hitter, Xavier Isaac. Liner snagged it first. I'm not sure how you react that quickly to a ball hit that hard. Fantastic reflexes to make that catch. Already a homer for him in this one. And that is a towering blast to center field, way out of here. A solo blast, his second of the night, and they take the lead. It's 8-7. Blasted out of the park for the lead, and I am certain the dugout is fired up right now. Back up the mid. Oh, it gets the pitcher. Still able to get it there in time. And they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. Huge effort at the dish. I hope he savors this. Dennis DeBrew. And here's the first baseman, Dennis DeBrew. There's a buzz in the stadium every time up lately with the hitting streak growing. Fair ball. They stop the lead runner at second, now 2 on with 2 outs. And now the shortstop, Aiden Miller.
Hey, get your pitch. No one better up there.
3-1 pitch. Runner on the go. Oh, what a great play. They get the out, and that'll do it. An inning in the books. And now the first baseman, Dennis DeBrew. 1 on with nobody out. A double play would certainly change the inning's momentum. Grounded to third, could be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. To first, double play, nicely done. Now the third baseman, Willie Vasquez. That play looked smooth and simple, but it's anything but. Credit to them for an outstanding double play. Grounder might be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. Not in time at first, it's a fielder's choice. 2 away and a runner at first. Dennis DeBrew getting ready to hit. 1 for 2. Crushes this one to left and forget about it. That is a no-doubt home run. That's gotta feel good. 4th home run of the series. And they add on. It's 6-3. Always helps to pad the lead, and they did exactly that. At the plate, Tristan Peters. The Bulls with the tying run at the dish. On the ground to short, could be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. Throw to first, but not in time. Good situational awareness and hustle there, knowing that a double play ends the inning. With the batter reaching first, they're still alive in this frame. So digging in, Dennis DeBrew, already with a 2-run shot back in the 5th inning, and he's looking to add to that impact right now. That one was right down the middle. I have to think he took it because he's trying to get a better read on this arm. This one's hammered to left center, well struck. That's back. It bangs off the wall. Coming around third. Crosses the plate. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. He's a threat every time he steps into the box. Runner at second here with 2 gone. And the batter will be the shortstop, Aiden Miller. This pitch popped up. Settles under it. They limit the damage here. A run on 2. Angel Martinez now at the plate. That's a base hit. Coming to the plate. Tag, and he's out at the plate. And that ends the ball game with the tying run left stranded at second base. DeBrew was fantastic in the win. Had 3 hits, one of them a home. Dennis DeBrew is on it. Coming up next to the dish for Durham, Logan Driscoll. Bounces, that one gets the pitcher. To first, not in time. Everyone's safe. And they're out in front with a 1-0 lead. Tough way for them to fall behind in this one. They'll have to refocus and not let this get out of hand. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Coming up to the dish for Lehigh Valley, Dennis DeBrew. There's a buzz in the stadium every time up lately with the hitting streak growing. And it finds its way through for a hit. And the leadoff hitter aboard. And he keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. He put a great swing on that one. Sent it sizzling through the infield. Not much the infielders can do on balls hit that hard. Now it's the shortstop, Aiden Miller. Two-two pitch. Runner on the go. In the dirt. Low and safe. That is a stolen base. They're down a bunch early on in this game, so it's not all that surprising that they try to claw their way back any way they can. You don't usually see teams do that by stealing bases, but it seems like that's their approach here. Pops this one up. There's one down.
Batting 6, the second baseman, Logan Davidson.
Man at second, one away. Stepping to the plate now for Lehigh Valley, Logan Davidson. And the lefty. And ball 4.
That's a ball.
2 aboard.
Take your bait.
Here's the catcher, Garrett Stubbs. Here comes the 0-1. Runner's on the move. Out to short. Murray. Play at the plate. Not in time. Run scores safely. It's 4-1. Tristan Peters, the next to hit. The 0-1. On the ground to second. Might be 2. In the dirt. Nice pick. Runner at first, nobody out. Dennis DeBrew digging in now. Currently the #1 prospect in the Phillies system, so there's a lot of anticipation for his future in the show. Hot shot to third, but caught for the out. Might need to do something to reset your karma. That liner had base hit written all over it. Just some bad luck. 2 outs, runner on first base. And next, the cleanup hitter, Dennis DeBrew, 1 for 2. Out in front a bit on that fastball, and as a result, he pulled it foul. He needs to stay back and think up the middle. Hard ground ball, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second, now 2 on with 2 outs. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. There goes the runner. Swing, soft line drive. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And here's the first baseman, Dennis DeBrew.
Nobody better up there.
And it stays fair. Throw holds the runner at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out. Nobody out, first and second here. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Aiden Miller. The 0-1, runner on the move. Puts a bunt down. Nice stop, and they get the out. Next up for the Iron Pigs, Logan Davidson.
Hey, keep it going. Need you right here now.
0-1 now. Tapped out in front of the plate and handles this chance. Play at the plate, safe, and they take the lead. Settling in at the plate for the Iron Pigs, Garrett Stubbs. This one in the dirt, well done by the catcher to keep it close. Second and third here, one away. Line drive for a base hit. One run comes across. Here's the throw to the plate. Beats it, safe, and they take a 3-run lead. Coming up to the dish for Lehigh Valley, Dennis DeBrew. This one crushed to center, no doubt about it. Out of here. Flexes the power with that swing. A 2-run shot, and they boost their lead. It's an 11-5 ballgame. Left a low 90s fastball in a hittable location. Full marks to the hitter. He recognized the pitch early and belted it out. Opposing pitchers will want to take note of how he performed in this one. If he puts together games like this frequently, he won't be. Dennis DeBrew. So 2 down. And now, Dennis DeBrew. There's a buzz in the stadium every time up lately with the hitting streak growing. This one in the air, center field. That's pretty deep. Makes the catch, inning over. And now the first baseman, Dennis DeBrew. He has been on fire as of late, and there's a ton of buzz in the org about him being called up very soon. This one's crushed deep to left, way out of here. Home run. A solo blast, the 6th of the series, and they add on. It's 3-0. When a hitter puts a swing like that on the first pitch of an at-bat, it's because they came up looking for that exact pitch. I think that's the case for him there. He absolutely smoked that one. Digging in, Theo Gillen. Smith standing at second, 2 out. Hard ground ball, base hit. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. Comes in to score. And it's an RBI single. And they've cut it to a 2-run deficit. Dennis DeBrew will hit next. He's already homered in this ballgame. Ripped into center for a base hit. Headed for the plate. Here's the throw. Comes across to score, and they lead by 3. Comes through with the RBI. Line drives into center are such high percentage swings. There are a lot of hits to be found out there. Runner on the go. Got the strikeout looking. The inning is over, and it could have been worse. Now, Xavier Isaac. Right-hander kicks and deals.
4-4.
Here's a grounder up the middle. And a base hit right there. Runner around third.
Cut three.
Comes across to score. Not in time, he's safe. And it's second and third with nobody out. That's smart hitting to use the count to your advantage like that. He knew the pitcher had to come into the zone, and he found a pitch to hammer.
How you drove it. Nice job.
Base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Ethan Wilson, getting ready to hit. And the 3-1 from the righty. Runner on the go, and that'll load the bases.
Now batting, the third baseman,
Antonio Anderson digs in now.
Anderson.
Hey, drive him in. Nobody better right now. Come on, ball. Get on up.
Base hit. 1 run is in. Fires to the plate, but it's offline. The run will score. Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. I don't think he could have placed that one any better if he had walked into the outfield and set it down. That one was... Dennis DeBrew with an eye-popping... So 2 down. And here's the first baseman, Dennis DeBrew. There's a buzz in the stadium every time up lately with the hitting streak growing. Rips this one to short. There with plenty of time, inning over. End of 1. Stepping to the plate for Durham, Dewey Dahlman. 0-2, here's the pitch. Hard ground ball, base hit. Coming to the plate.
Cut it. Cut it, 2.
Runner scores and they take the lead. Safe.
Hey.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Man, that pitch was tattooed. 108 miles per hour of exit velocity, and that's usually going to get you a knock. One out and runners at first and second. DeBrew, the next to hit. And you'd have to think that a breakthrough might be coming here. Every at-bat critical now with an amazing streak hanging in the balance. Skies this one. Deep left center field. It's on its way and gone. Made them pay for that one. 7th home run of the series. And they lead it. It's 3-1. That's a good job to be aggressive in the box after watching him closely on the mound. Once you've got his timing down, it's a lot easier to give a strong, confident swing.
Oh, he drove that one. Atta boy.
Runner on base to start the inning. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. Runner on the move, in the dirt. And safe. That's a stolen base, not close. It doesn't matter how fast you are, you have to get a good jump to earn a steal off a catcher with this kind of arm. Nice job to time the break from first, and it paid off with the stolen base. Runner at second with nobody out. Base hit right field. Stop sign goes up at third, runners at the corners, nobody out. And now it's going to be Ethan Wilson. Here's the 2-2. On the ground to first, could be 2. There's 1. Return throw to first, double play, and the run scores from third. Now at the plate, Tanner Murray. Murray. Murray, 26 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2020. The 0-1 offering. Ground ball to short. Dives, but it kicks off the glove. No throw, and they can't get the out. It's been a tough run at the plate for him lately. He needed that base hit. That one was right down the middle, and he regretted it as soon as it left his hand. This next at-bat looms very large. Oh, great stop. Off-balance speed, there's one. Quick work out of the bullpen, one batter. Always great to see a player as locked in as he was in this.
Oh, we love a good debut around these parts, especially when they're highly anticipated. Welcome in MLB Network, Lauren Shahadi, Carlos Pena, Melanie Newman here with you. One of the best today, a top prospect in the game, is on his way to the show. You were highly hyped coming into the major leagues. What was that like? How'd you deal with it?
Well, you know what? It's fun, right? You get all this hype around you, and you feel like, hey, I have all this support behind me. But the reality is, it's a lot of pressure to live up to. And at the end of the day, you just have to get out there and say, look, I deserve to be here. Now I'm going to put the blinders on, get back to work. Routine is extremely important, preparation, and go play the game you love. Forget about the hype. Go play baseball between the lines.
Well, I know you were probably really intent on, I want to make sure I stand up for this organization, the coaches, my teammates who have been watching me. But this is a big day for the fans and media as well, because you get that top prospect tag. People start to follow you the minute that you enter the professional sport. It doesn't matter what level of the minor leagues that you start your journey on. And so this is the hope. You're embodying the hope of the future of this team. It's a really big one, but it's a really fun one.
Gosh, no pressure. That's so cool. We're all fans, and we projected out that his ceiling is high. We can't wait to see the mark he makes on the sport.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Young digs in now. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Ground ball left side. They take the force out. Third out, and that ends the frame. Back at Citizens Bank Park. And now we'll see one of the top prospects in baseball step in the box for her major league game. Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. You want to talk about kicking off your major league career with a bang. His first big league hit leaves the yard. He'll remember this trip around the bases for the rest of his life. Wow.
He ought to. Usually guys are squeezing the bat so tight, trying to get that first hit out of the way. They can't get the ball out of the infield, Boog, but not him. Maybe a glimpse of what's to come from him in the next few years. Good job.
Man at first, Dennis DeBrew at the plate again after homering earlier for his first major league hit. Pretty cool.
Yeah, to steal a term from another sport, he opened his account with that home run, which is such a cool way to collect your first hit. You could see how special that moment was for him, too, as he was rounding the bases.
And makes the grab. And that. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the 6th inning. And here's the first baseman, Dennis DeBrew.
Love coming to Citizens Bank Park. Best ice cream in all of the league at the press level. It's only been around since 2004, but plenty of awesome history here.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 9-4. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here.
James Wood digging in for the Nationals. On the ground to first. DeBrew over to second, now to first, and it's a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
So 2 on with 2 away. Dennis DeBrew steps in the box once again. It's been an impressive debut for him, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. A really good showing from the rookie, and you don't always need...
Back up the middle and a base hit. The throw in. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. It's 11-4. So back to the top of the order. Trey Turner at the plate. 2 on, 2 outs. Runner on the move. That one hammered left field. That's back there. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. 1 run is in. Not in time. It's a double.
Great effort out there as he tries to reach and haul this one in, but just can't extend far enough. I think it started with a bad read off the bat, which led to a bad jump, bad angle, and that cost him right there. Extra bases.
DeBrew with a terrific day at the dish in his major league debut. Collected 3 hits, including 2 home runs.
Boog, he looked really comfortable at the plate.
Dennis DeBrew went yard for the. Here's the third baseman, Brady House. Into the outfield, base hit. Runner around third, on his way to the plate. Safe. Almost made the play, but now it's a one-run ball game.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So runner at second, 2 down. DeBrew now at the plate. One of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. And that one is gone. The 2-run shot. He's up to 3 home runs in the series. It's 3-2. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Irvin back to work. Ripped into center, base hit. And a good start to the inning. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody.
Runner takes off, swings, and this one's flared. That's a base hit. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
This is Bryson Stott. Got him. And that is a big first out.
Oh, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
Up the middle. And he boots it. The tying run is in to score from third. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his quick feed to second for 1. Throws in the dirt, but he scoops it. And the double play ends the inning.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes.
And now the first baseman, Dennis DeBrew. And he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A 2-run shot in the second inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
And now maybe extra bases. Double, third hit of the night for him.
He was all over that one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Caratini, the runner at third. DeBrew over at second with 1 down. That one missing inside. And that'll load the bases.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Bryson Stott getting ready to hit. Now here's a flare off the bat. Base hit, 1 run is in. The throw home. Safe. In comes the run from second. It's 7-4.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Dennis DeBrew stands in for the Phillies.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can't forget it. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 11-4. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. It is many high fives as possible, man. This guy's a ball of energy right now and having the game of his life.
Man at second here with 2 away. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Dennis DeBrew.
Oh, yeah, Boog. He's on the brink of one of your favorite milestones. He's completed 3 legs of the cycle.
I love me some cycle. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 15-4. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive.
If you hit the ball that far, you know we're going to check the numbers. Let's go back to the Nerd Herd and StatCast. That was impressive.
Yeah, wow. I mean, they don't hit him much farther than that, Boog. Everything's got to come together to hit a ball like that, and he really showed us something right there.
DeBrew had a great showing in the win. 3 homers in this one, just amazing.
Well, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time he came up.
Dennis DeBrew went yard. And now up for Washington, Jose Tena. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Rounds 3rd, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. Not in time. He's safe. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory, average going up, OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Pulled down the line, this one hammered, but it's foul.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike, you go after him and finish him off.
Fights it off, he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
One down, Phillies down a run. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's down. One hops off the wall.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. You got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Runner breaks for 3rd. In the dirt. Throw to 3rd. Save. That wasn't close. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Oh, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You had the infield back. All you've got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, I'll still have a chance.
And a base hit knocks in a run.
Oh, that's 2-strike hitting right there. He did well just to put the ball in play. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And that one fouled off. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. his 6th of the series, and they tack on to their lead. It's 7-3.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
2 outs, base is empty. In the air, out towards right center. Garrett makes the grab, and that's the inning. 1 hit in the inning. Here's Nathaniel Lowe. Hard hit, right side. DeBrew, toss to second. Back to first, double play. Nice job getting over, and that ends the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Phillies 8 and the Nationals 5. Dennis DeBrew stands in for the Phillies. He's already homered in this game. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Another homer. That's his 7th home run of the series, and they add a run. It's 9-5.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Get as many high fives as possible, man. This guy's a ball of energy right now and having the game of his life.
DeBrew really stood out in this win. Had 3 hits, 2 of them homers.
Really impressive work at the dish, Boog. He gave his teammates a lot of opportunity.
Dennis DeBrew, fresh off an impressive 2-homer performance. He'll look to keep that momentum. First and second, 2 outs. DeBrew digs in now. 2 homers in the game yesterday, so he's feeling good coming in.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
And there's a foul ball. Two outs. In the air, right field. Tatis sizes this one up, and the inning is over. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can't forget it. He flexes his power with that swing, and they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
And now for the Phillies, Dennis DeBrew. He went deep back in the 4th. A pretty important swing of the bat in this ball game.
Yeah, Boogie, he didn't waste any time. He jumped all over that pitch and saw it the entire way. You talk about squaring it up. He didn't miss a stitch on the baseball.
Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
DeBrew in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Pulls that one foul. And a pitch. There's a swing and a drive. And that one is off the wall. Throws to second. And he'll pull into second safely. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he...
Runner takes off for third. On the ground, right side. Fires to first on the run. What a play. Inning over. So, man aboard, 1 down, and it's Tatis at the plate. Ground ball left side, could be 2. The underhand flip, 1 at second. Back to first, double play, and that's the ball game.
Really incredible performance on the mound. You know he's going to stew a little bit over that 1 hit that he...
Dennis DeBrew stands in for the Phillies. Homered last night, added another hit as well. Now it's belted deep to left, way out of here, home run. That's worth the price of admission. His 9th homer of the year, and now they're out front. It's 2-1. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. Rip towards third. They take the force out, and that'll keep more runs. First and second, 1 out. Manny Machado up to the plate. Base hit into the outfield. Wade doesn't stop, heads for home. The throw's offline. He's safe. Back even. It's 3-3.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
And that's in there for strike one.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Swung on, belted. Merrill going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. So 2 down. Dennis DeBrew stands in for the Phillies. He's already homered here in this one. Lined into right. Drops into the glove, and the inning is over. DeBrew was a big contributor for them in the win. Just one hit, but it did leave the yard. Richie Palacios, the next up for the Padres. Can't glove it cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw. Over to Turner for one. So 2 down at the plate. Dennis DeBrew homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Right through there for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
The 0-2. That's hard hit on the line. Merrill makes the grab, and that's the inning. So runner at second, 2 down. Here's Machado. Back to the mound. It hit him. Here comes Tatis around third. He'll score, and it's an RBI single. It's 2-1. Runner at first with no outs here. Ripped to third and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Line drive. Makes the grab. And that is the third out of the inning. 1 down. And now the first baseman, Dennis DeBrew. 0 for 3 in this one. Swings here and blasts one left field. And that ball is gone. Home run number 10 of the year. It's 8-5. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad.